Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So, we simmed through the end of spring training. Opening day is coming up very soon, and we have some injuries from spring training. The biggest one, I believe, is Gregory Polanco here, and he's going to be out 3 to 4 months, which really hurts. He has a broken hand, and he sustained that while playing in spring training baseball, and that is rough because he was our starting right fielder, and he had a pretty good year last year. So, we are going to throw him on the disabled list. We put him on the 60-day. And then also out of the bullpen, Johnny Helwig tore his labrum. So that's tough. He is also going on the 60-day. We will not see him at all this season. Polanco, we can expect to miss probably around half the year. Hopefully we'll have him back by the All-Star break. And George Contos here, also out of the bullpen, is... What did he injure? He had a strained hamstring. He's going to be out 7 to 8 weeks. So that's about 2.5 months. So we're also going to place him on the disabled list. Now, let's see our lineup. So we need a right fielder. Yes, we're going to need a right fielder. And can Frazier play right field? Not as well as left. And Luplow can kind of play some right. Let's see who is down in AAA. Right field, we got Jordan George. And, okay, so Logan Hill is the DH down there. I might bring him up, but we're actually going to first check the waiver wire. And there's no one there. This will fill up by opening day with all the people trying to make roster moves. So that is 1 to 3 days away. And let's just sim right to opening day and see if we can get any more pickups. We went 17 and 11 in spring training. I know that really doesn't mean anything, but feels good to get some wins. So let's see what happens here. All right, so we are at opening day of 2019 baseball season, and our owner expects us to at least make the playoffs. So interesting. We have no one on the top 10 prospect list. That is okay. And we have Familia just signed. He'll pocket $4 million. Wow, someone took. Wow, that is. I would have given Familia $4 million. So let's check out our schedule. April. Okay, so we have a 4-game set at the New York Mets to start the season off, and then Chicago, and then at St. Louis. Wow, we play a lot of away games to start off. Nice little road trip, and then Cincy, Atlanta, Milwaukee. Okay, let's get the roster set up real quick. So we have 29 right now on our active. We have to get that down to 25, and we obviously going to start cutting pitchers. Crick, I don't want to see him. Tanner Anderson, don't want to see him. Chad Cole. Yeah, we're going to give you a little bit more seasoning down in trips. And I think Nevasquez, I think I want to keep Nova up because I think he might be a long relief guy, and I think we could use that. Glasnow, I think we're going to put Glasnow down and turn him into a starter. So he would have to clear waivers, and I think he might be picked up. So we're actually going to leave him up here. Smoker. All right. I think it's going to be Nevasquez here. Obviously, we're going to recheck this and see, at the end of this month, who's doing well here and who's not. And then, obviously, we'll put some people down. I know having basically 3 long relief men is kind of crazy, but it's something we're going to try. I know Bass really can't pitch that long. He's only got 45 stamina. So, I mean, he might be piggybacked with either Nova or Glasnow or even Mitch Keller. Wow, Mitch Keller's starting to look like a pretty good ball player there. He has a chance to be an ace, so hopefully he'll work out of the bullpen maybe for like half the year and then transition over to starting. So we do have 25, but we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 13 pitchers. I normally like to have 12 and bring one more person up over here, but we are carrying 3 catchers, and we just don't need 3 catchers. So we're going to send down Jacob Stalling, demote, and I'm going to bring up, okay, so we have a backup catcher, we have a backup infielder, and a backup left. So we can literally bring in either an infielder or a outfielder to fill that bench role. We are going to check the waiver wire and look at how many people we got out here. So, Jason Shreve. Ooh, that might be a pretty good pickup. Andrew Heaney, really? That might also be a nice little pickup. There's some decent pickups out here on this waiver wire. So they have Adams from Miami at shortstop, hit 273 last year. I think we're actually going to claim him because might be a nice little addition. Your claim has been accepted. Awesome. And we are also going to want a outfielder. Ramon Flores, he's pretty good. He can only really play 2 of the 3 outfield positions. I need someone who can kind of play all of them. What about Jared Dyson? He might be good because, okay, so he can play all the outfield, and he's got speed. Yeah, he's old. That $3.5 million contract, though, don't really want to take that on. All right, so maybe we won't get Jared Dyson, although that was kind of what we were looking for. Lane Adams, he can play all 3 outfield. That works. He's got some speed. That also works, and he's making the league minimum. So we're going to claim him too. Oh, claim was rejected, huh? Let's read that. Your claim was rejected. Okay. So we're going to go back to here, and it's probably because we're broke. And we are going to bring up... We're going to bring up... not Logan Hill. I can barely play center. What about Jordan George? So we're gonna bring up George here, and we're gonna bring him up because he can play all 3 outfield positions, and he hit 267 last year in AAA. So, yeah, promote to Pittsburgh. Okay, so we have 25 over 25, but we still have 13 pitchers. So I still want to. You know what? Let's look at this lineup. I think we're going to roll with 13 pitchers now until we successfully claim our the guy we just claimed on waivers. Who did we just claim again? Yes, Adams, the shortstop from Miami. So until we claim him, we're going to roll with 13 pitchers. And let's check out these preseason predictions. Okay, so they have the Yankees winning 98 games and winning the AL East. They have Cleveland winning the Central again. Houston winning the West. They have the Mets winning the NL East. And they have the Cubs repeating in our Central Division. And they have us winning again 70 games. Good, because last time they had that, we ended up winning, 91? So I'm okay with that prediction, even though it kind of stings. And they have the Dodgers winning 98 in the West. And wow, they also have the Giants and the Diamondbacks really falling off the cliff there after they had really good seasons. So you can't really go by these preseason predictions, but they're definitely interesting. So let's start the simulating. And so we got Mets, Cubs, St. Louis, Reds, Atlanta. So we're going to simulate to the end of April. and we'll let you know. Actually, we're going to simulate up until our claim goes through or gets denied, and we'll address that situation. So here we go on the 2019 season. Let's get to it. So we simmed one day, and our claim has got denied because a different team with a higher priority has claimed Adams. So that's tough. We're going to check that waiver wire one more time then and see if we can pick up some kind of second baseman as a catcher. Hanson might not be bad. I know Boston has a claim in for him. Okay, so Boston's got a better shot at him. Jeffrey Marte was claimed by San Fran, but we should have a better claim than them. No? Boy, this is tough. Oh. I thought Scherzer could play the infield, but I guess not. Johnny was claimed by San Fran. Eric Gonzalez was claimed by the Angels. Okay, so it looks like we are kind of beat on the waiver wire. We obviously should. Stephen Vault, he could. No, we don't need him to play catcher. Stinkoff and Slike, no. Okay, so we are going to just bring up someone from AAA, but we're going to roll with the 13 pitchers for now. Let's continue on and see how that works out. All right, so we made it to May 3rd. Simulated a little past May 1st on accident. And we are 15-16, 3.5 out. We're in 4th, though, behind Milwaukee, Chicago, and St. Louis. Cincinnati is just absolutely having a terrible season, 8-24. No good. So we're hovering around the 500 mark, and it is because, I can see it already, we are just not scoring enough runs. Our pitching is actually decent, I guess you could say. Our bullpen is definitely a sense of strength for us. Edgar Santana's not really pitching all that well. But our lineup, I mean, the front four are doing very well. Cabrera is not playing as he should. I mean, yeah, he's getting older and it should decline a little bit, but I feel he should be doing a little better. Yeah, his WAR, he's on pace for a -0.1 WAR. I mean, that's Colin Moran. That's the other big surprise. Not really hitting for that average that he did. 100 points less than last season. That's kind of tough to see. And Jordan George hitting 266. I mean, he's a AAA player or bench player at best. There's no reason for him to be in the lineup. But I mean, we got Polanco out for another 2 months. Kurt Suzuki's doing okay. I mean, of course, Machado is absolutely tearing it up, but he's not even on pace. I mean, he's about on pace for like 100 RBIs, but that WAR is a strong number, 7.2. I will take that. So, Glasnow's kind of struggling. Ivan Nova's looking fantastic out of the bullpen. I will take that. 1.69 ERA. Sure, he's only thrown 10 innings, but he's doing the job. He's holding it down. Mitch Keller's looking pretty good. Feliz, that is weird in our strong bullpen. He is really not doing well. I'm going to leave him up here because I think those numbers are just skewed. I don't know what's going on there. But I think he can close that down and get to the numbers he was last year. Well, also, why is he closing and not Vasquez? That's weird. I don't know why our manager has it that way. The only thing I could think of is because Felipe is the lefty, but I would rather him be closing. Colome, doing just what he did last year, looking fantastic. So I think we're going to send Edgar Santana down And who's in the minors that we could possibly bring up? So not Nervous Raskus. He is not doing well. I think maybe Chad Cole. I think we're gonna give him another shot up here at the big league level. So let's send down Santana, demoted, and we'll go over to AAA, and we'll bring up Chad Cole. Okay, and I hope they leave him in the bullpen. Anthony Bass isn't really doing well. They could probably. I wish they would move Mitch Keller into this fifth starting spot, but we'll see. The upcoming schedule, we got 3 in Milwaukee, and then we got to play the Mets again. Apparently, we did not do well against the Mets. Lost 3 of 4 somehow. Other big series, we split with Chicago. See, we got swept by the St. Louis. I think that was the one that really hurt. But we kind of got them back here. Took 3 of 4 from them. So we're already off to a strong start here in May. We're looking to. Wow, we're also last in home runs. We need some pop. This lineup needs a bat, like a power bat. Yeah, we definitely are missing Polanco's 25 homers. Definitely missing that. But we're gonna sim. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna sim a little bit more, and we're gonna see where we're at. So let's see. We're gonna sim to the 13th of May, and then we're gonna reevaluate. That's gonna be 9 games, and we're going to see how the lineup looks. And, I mean, if we want to make adjustments and bring in a big bat, we got to do it sooner rather than later, even though we have no money for free agents. So we're going to have to get a little creative here with the way we do that. Yeah, we really do not have wiggle room. All right, well, let's start simulating and see what happens. So, to the 13th. Alright, so we made it to Monday, May 13th. We obviously did not do well at all. I mean, we started off well, took 2 of 3 from Milwaukee, but then lost 2 of 3 from the Mets, and then got swept by Detroit. So, that's tough. That's very tough. Found ourselves 4 games under 500, 5.5 out, and I mean, we're just not scoring runs at all, and it's not good. Dickerson's picked up that average. Let's see. Do we have any possible help down here in AAA? We got Cole Tucker, and he can basically play first and short. And he's having a pretty good year. Jason Martin is tearing the cover off. I think we might want to bring up Jason Martin. And we're going to send down Luplow. Demote. Jason Martin, come on up. Okay. And, okay, so he's up here. I don't know if that's going to make any difference as of right now. Polanco's still 8 to 9 weeks out. That is tough. Chad Cole, they put him in the rotation, and he's made 1 start and got absolutely demolished by the Mets. 4 innings, 5 runs. So that is also not good. Let's check the waiver wire, see if anything's out there we could use. So Tyler Lyons, he's having a tough year though. Odorizzi, that might not be the worst thing ever, just to pick up Odorizzi. He's been starting kinda, so yeah, he's got the stamina. Yeah, obviously he's just under contract for this season. To pick him up, I don't know. I mean, he would obviously fit right into that 5th starting slot. Anthony Bass has looked terrible. Mitch Keller starts to have an inflated ERA. I don't like that. But I really think we need to focus on our uh, offense here and on the lineup, and we're gonna sim to the end of this month and see if anything's changed, if these guys have picked it up or what's going on. So I will see you all at the Saturday, June 1st in Philadelphia. So let's head there. All right, so we're here at May 25th, and Kontos is ready to come off the disabled list. So we're going to look at our pitching staff, and we are actually going to send Anthony Bass down. Demote. Okay, so he needs to be waived and designated for assignment. Okay, and we're going to go here to disabled list, and we're going to bring Kontos right up into the big leagues and see what happens there. I think that'll provide a little boost for the bullpen that all of a sudden is starting to really struggle. And look at that, we're dead last in the National League in runs scored, and that's tough. That is very tough. I really wish they would flip-flop Feliz and Vasquez, because Vasquez is clearly the better pitcher. But yeah. All right, so let's get to the end of this month, and then we're gonna maybe start making some changes here. All right, so we finished the second month of the season, and we're at June 1st, and we are 23-33. Absolutely terrible. 10 games under 500, 11 games out of the division lead, and about the same for the wild card. We'll check that. Not really close. Yeah, 8. We're the third worst team in the NL, and I can absolutely chalk that up to no offense. Last in the league still there, and that's tough. Very, very tough. Moran's still absolutely struggling. Being the top 4 are... Oh, why do they have Jason Martin in there? That's interesting. So we absolutely need a bat, but it's going to be hard to bring in a bat when we don't really have the money to. And let's go to player development. Let's see what our minor league system, and our minor league system ranks 29th out of 30th, which is kind of a big problem. So that's tough. I'm thinking about sending Mitch Keller down so he can get some more seasoning down in AAA and hopefully develop into even better of a starter. And we're going to bring up, unfortunately, we're going to bring up Tanner Anderson, who did not do well last year, but we're going to give him a second chance because we have absolutely nothing to lose here. We're 23-33. So that figures that out. Chad Cole's not good out of the starting rotation, but AAA, the starting pitching doesn't look any better. Tom Kohler, he's got some season on him. Yeah, nothing really crazy that jumps out there. Let's see what we got on the free agent market. Probably nothing. Maybe we can get someone super cheap or something. So Lucas Duda's available. Sure, he hit 191 last year, but he did hit 31 home runs. Evan Gaddis is also available. How much are you interested in joining the Pirates there, Evan Gaddis? Because he wants a minor league contract. Let's do it. Not bad. I think we're making progress. Yeah, I'm giving you that. This player was here and an optional signing bonus. What do you think? Okay, yep, because we don't have that money. So, meet demand. As for response, I don't know why. Not bad at all. I think we're making progress. What if we... yeah. So he wants a signing bonus, and we don't have any money for that. So, moving on. Carminero, nah. Clayton Richard, he's got some stamina. I mean, he pitched to a 5.82 though. Kevin McGowan, not really a lot of offensive options. I mean, obviously, because if they're good, they'd already be in the majors. I really want. Can Duda do anything? He wants that signing bonus too. Interesting. All right. Well, I think this is where we're gonna stop this episode for now. We're gonna come back to this though, and we're gonna play through probably the trading deadline, and we're definitely gonna have to evaluate this team and evaluate the future, and start to get some pieces in. Hopefully, I mean, we're really missing Polanco this season. That's a tough loss. I mean, I know he wouldn't bring us all the way back up to like the playoffs, what we almost did last year, but I mean, it would definitely be better than this 23-33 record that we're rocking right now. Yeah, I wanna thank you all for watching. If you could please like, comment, and subscribe. Continue to tell me about what you think, what you think's going on here. And I mean, here's the other problem. Italian is 3-5 at a 4.06 ERA, and last year at this point he was absolutely tearing up the league. So last year might have been an outlier, but we'll see. Yeah, okay, so thanks for watching and have a good day.